bakers, I'm Crystal the Cake Lady, and in today's episode I'm going to be teaching you how I make Italian cream cake. Doesn't that sound fancy and luxurious? It's a made from scratch vanilla cake with coconut and pecans baked into the batter, and then we're going to coat it in cream cheese frosting. And since I'm a coconut and pecan fanatic, I like to cram them in wherever I can, so I put them in the frosting as well, but that part's up to you. Now you're going to want to stick around until the very end of the video because I'm going to be sharing a secret tip about how I keep cakes extra moist. I think you're going to be surprised about what it is, and it's not only effective with Italian cream cake, but with any type of cake that you make, so definitely stick around till the end. Let me show you what you're going to need for Italian cream cake. You're going to need 2 cups of granulated sugar, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, a half a cup of vegetable shortening, 1 cup of softened salted butter, 1 cup of buttermilk, 5 eggs, which will be separated into yolks and whites. I'll show you how to do that. 1 1/3 cups of coconut, 1 cup of chopped pecans, 3 8-inch pans, or you could use 3 9-inch pans, and of course our Baker's Joy. You know how much I love Baker's Joy. We are separating the yolks from the whites because we're going to beat air into the whites and add them at the end for a slightly lighter, more airy cake. To separate eggs, you want to crack the shell into 2 even halves and gently pour the yolk back and forth between the 2 halves until the white falls away, being careful not to break the yolk. Put the yolks into their own bowl because you will add them earlier in the mixing process. I tend to prefer a hand mixer when beating egg whites. I needed to beat mine for about 2 minutes to get stiff peaks to form. Your beating time may vary. Once you achieve stiff peaks, set the egg whites aside for later. Now it's time to add your vanilla and beaten egg whites. Fold these in gently so as not to deflate them. Once they're pretty well mixed in, you can add the coconut and pecans, again mixing gently. Once the coconut and pecans are evenly distributed, pour the batter into the prepared pans and bake in a 350-degree oven for 25 to 35 minutes, checking with a wooden toothpick. For the cream cheese frosting, we'll need 1 1/2 blocks of cream cheese, 1 1/2 sticks of softened butter, 6 cups of confectioner's sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and if desired, coconut and pecans, about a cup of each. spread the icing between layers and on top and sides of the cooled cake. And you know, I always like to add some type of pretty garnish, so I'll add whole pecans to the center, although it's plenty appetizing on its own. I know I promised to share a tip about how I keep my cakes extra moist, so here's the secret. When I take a cake out of the oven, I let it cool for maybe 20 or 30 minutes, but when it's still a little bit warm, I double wrap it in plastic wrap and pop it in the freezer. It's a little surprising, I know, but what that does is freezes the steam as a little droplet of moisture in the pores of the cake. And then when it defrosts, you didn't lose that moisture by letting it cool on the countertop, it trapped it inside. I think you're going to be really, really happy with that little tip. You know, I read somewhere that Italian cream cake doesn't actually originate from Italy. I don't know where it comes from or how it got its name, but to tell you the truth, I don't even care. All I care about right now is finding a fork and digging in. I hope you enjoy this cake as much as I do. If you make it, let me know what you think in the comments section below. Also, please like and subscribe to my channel, Crystal the Cake Lady. Until next time, happy baking!